Hey, young world, we are back here once again on Crate Diggers. My name is Verbz, and I'm here with
Steez.
And we've got yet another record for you to check out with us today. Today's record comes from one of the greatest MCs to ever put it down, unquestionably, from the golden era of hip-hop. This one comes to us 5 years after his last release, Don't Sweat the Technique. This is from the 18th letter. We're rocking with the R, a.k.a. Rakim. Stay a while on
Crate Diggers. Let's go.
Crate Diggers.
All right. We picked up the record here. Today's record is another one from Steez's stash.
That's right.
This is Stay a While from Rakim. This is actually an English pressing right here. It's kind of got that
crazy
smaller record frame, slightly
like papery,
flimsier cardboard on the back here. Tell me a little bit about why you selected Rakim today.
Yeah, so there was an era where I got super into like soul sample, soul R&B, that type of stuff. After I started noticing there was hip hop and R&B collabs that had like that type of sampling, I myself personally getting into music, that's what I wanted to sample, is jazz, soul, stuff like that. And it just became this thing where I would seek out like my favorite artist type of song that would have like a soul sample, or maybe it was Love or something like that. Rakim, it's not frequent that he turns to like an R&B sound. It just really isn't. He attacks things. He's on heavy like upright bass type samples, stuff that's super aggressive and unbelievably like classic production. But like this is more, taps in more to like an R&B hip hop song, and somebody with his skills kind of displaying a different type of smoothness and technique over this sample. It reminded me of like Tupac's, what's it called? Do for Love? Or yeah, he has such a tone shift when there's like an R&B sample that comes on, and he just bodies it. So from my perspective, this is one of the main Rakim songs that just sticks with me from like, you know, from the Dilla era, from all that type of, I love that type of sampling, which you'll hear on this record. And, you know, it's a classic for me as far as like bars and hook.
I mean, Rakim on this one, it comes out on Universal Records, but it also comes with this insane lineup of producers.
Insane.
This first track, Stay a While, is produced by DJ Clark Kent, one of the originators.
Classic.
If you go into stories of hip hop, Clark Kent's name keeps coming up over and over and over.
Always.
It's actually Foxy Brown's cousin, so he's connected to
That's wild. I didn't know that.
World. So like, you know, he's got Jay-Z connects. He's got all of these connects there. And he
look at his credits.
Prominent, producer and DJ in New York. But also on this record has a production from DJ Premier. Which is, you know, we just did the Gangstar episode a couple eps back. You know, another one of hip hop's greatest. And then to top it off, you also have a Pete Rock produced track on this album. I'm just kind of blown away by 3 tracks with that kind of clout behind the production.
Right.
It also kind of points to who Rakim is at this point, 97. So it's, like I said, it's 5 years after Don't Sweat the Technique. So him and Eric B aren't doing music in the same way, and he's taking this hiatus, and he's trying to come back in this, like, you know, hip hop's changes in those 5 years.
Huge.
Majorly. And you have this new era of artists that have come in and really put
and a new sound
on things, and like changed that old school flow is kind of outdated at that point. So it's Rakim trying to find his space in this like modern rap world. So
with a whole list of different style of producers, exactly like the 3 we named. And it steps away from the Eric B production, where there's so many versatile things to talk about, and he can still just bar out if you need to. But like, that's why I chose this one specifically. It's like, it's got that feel and groove of like a classic like LL Cool J R&B song.
And it's just it's cool to see an artist at this stage where you're really having like this evolution.
Yeah.
And you know, the 18th letter, he's really focusing on the R. He's focusing on like building in almost a mysticism or
for sure,
religiosity to his impact. And
he's been embraced being the best because he's always talked about being the best. And then we're talking about a guy who's just never not had legendary production just around him, and I can't think of a single song he has a bad beat on.
And his bars are some of the most quoted bars in hip hop. Like those are he has sayings.
Oh, he's the voice of hip hop
throughout the entire, you know, history since the, you know, mid to late 80s. We've still referenced back to a lot of these songs and phrases. And, I mean, even using like vocal samples, like pump up the volume and that, like little bits like that of Rakim are, you know, like are in the DNA of hip hop. So he's just a really intriguing artist to dig in on, because he's also one of those like almost impenetrable, unknowable artists. He's given what's out there, but what's out there isn't personal. He's an MC on this one.
It's more music than media.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He's not letting you. It's not a vision of an internal world. It is a observation and a being in the world.
Oh, for sure.
But not letting you in on the internal stuff that's starting to creep
day to day and
hip hop at this point in time. You know, like
tons of interviews, nothing like that.
Yeah, exactly. He's a little bit more
secretive.
Yeah, a little more mystery. So this is a cool era of hip hop. I'm stoked to be bringing some rock.
And one last thing for sure is like, if I just think of like hip hop and the eras of hip hop and the stuff we listened to begin with, Check Out My Melody was the thing where I was like, you can rap like that and like just have an 808. You can be that like aggressive, creative, and that type of flow was so much skill that it was just like it seemed inhuman to be that good at or creative at something without any melodies. There's maybe some little bell samples or something in the background, but like it's just drums. Yeah. And the dude bodies, that's what a lot of that stuff really drew me into hip hop. That was it to begin with, is like you had that much skill in like 90, 92,
right?
You know, like,
well, right. Because that's, you know, this is 97. So his last release before that is 92. So you're dead on. These are this changing evolution here. And it also points towards like how fast hip hop was evolving at that point.
For sure.
All right, so let's get into this one. We're going to listen to track 1 on this side 1. We got Stay a While is the first one here.
Yeah.
I'm going to nail this first one, but we'll see how the drops go as we go on. Got the Technique 1200 queued up, ready to go.
The R.
Let's hear it. Rakim, Stay a While. Got that good crackle. Feels right.
An English crackle.
Getting real bassy.
Clark can't bring it on. What you gonna say to make me stay a while? What you gonna say to make me wanna stay? Wanna say to make me stay a while?
I mean, he's definitely not in the era that he had came from. You know, this is a new era. It's totally sound.
Yeah.
Even when cooking some grub. Once I'm in, I meet up friends, then I'm hooking my dog. We'll be blowing hundreds. Always knowing where
that production is crazy, by the way.
Just the smoothest, easiest flow there is.
It's like a nice R&B song from the 90s without his vocal.
When I see the ways, I'ma step to my bed.
Yeah, some Tony Braxton or something.
Yeah. Somebody totally different on this one. Next.
Oh, for sure.
I can just keep naming the group. There you go.
This is what I was talking about. Like, he doesn't have anything in his hooks that sounds like this until this happens.
You're right. This is a whole different moment where you had the like R&B hook on it.
He's got a song called like Brown Skin or Mahogany. That's another like R&B Rakim classic.
I throw the bait in, and before you know we dating, I want the format to the doormat, contacts, fast callbacks, and all that.
It just turned out he did have metaphors for like dating bars and like everything to begin with was not focused on just relationships, dating, R&B, anything like that. And then it turns out, you know, much later he had already developed that style. Like he's locked in with this. This isn't like testing it out. He's dope with it. It's like he could do LL's Lane and we didn't know about that. Yeah, the beat's different than I remember too. I thought it was a little bit more like soul sample focused.
It's very bubbly bass.
Yeah. It's got that New York big round bass thing.
Sometimes it's hard to fight it and not let her see me get excited, but she know I like.
Well, we're getting close to like He Who Must Be Not Named P. Diddy era production stuff where that kind of sound starts becoming like really prominent right around this era. So you can see how
that like movie-ish
well, and also like the types of samples they use, but also how they amplified them with the beats around it.
Yeah.
Kiss her on the shoulder. She say I'm rolling like Mr. Lower. We had a ready to parlay. Her thirst say obey everything that God says.
You see how a track never stops because of his voice too? It's just like bounce, bounce, bounce. He never lets the beat go with his vocal. It's always on. It's like he literally has a pocket that's unbreakable. It's just an insane like skill level. He sounds like, even when he was younger, he sounded like he had mastered the craft of rapping. When it was an era of people who were all just trying to figure out who they were. And this dude was just like, I got this, I'm locked in, I'm the best ever.
Well, this beat is also genius.
It's so great.
There are so many drum layers happening, and they happen in ways where when he's rapping certain ways, you hear elements of it better than others. So that when he changes, the beat almost organically changes just by the presence of what he's doing.
Good point.
So it makes it feels like it's perfect for his whatever he's doing 100%.
That's his pocket. It's so good for him.
Yeah.
It works so good.
Yeah, but they're really like the beat when it's standalone and like everything's going, there's actually a lot going on. It's really intricate.
Because his voice is in that lower register, so he gets to play in a space and lay within a beat in a certain space that's not like an overwhelming sound. It's always going to be, like Mark's been talking about, it's in that pocket where it's perfectly in between the lowest basses and you know, hitting any of the high registers. It's just cool. He fits into tracks so well. He's, you know, a very unique classic hip voice.
That was even better than I remember, actually. Like, I know there's a different song that I remember too with another soul type sample, but that one was way more focused on like just kind of like a cinematically big R&B song that could be for just about anything, for a movie, for a hit single, for whatever. It's definitely just like, I'm gonna show you I got this direction change down. And adding, like, there's such nice delay to his and her vocals. They're just like riding that beat perfectly. And it like he said, that beat it's layered complexly, but it comes together. It's so sick. He really nailed it.
All right, so we have track 2 on side A is called New York, parentheses, yeah, out there. This one is the one that's produced by DJ Premier of Gangstar. We got a sample of Down and Out in NYC by James Brown. So like, it doesn't get more hip hop than Premier and a James Brown. So let's see what we get when we drop into NYC with Rakim. Let's go. Screedy scratch.
Can't wait to hear a Primo beat.
There we go.
New York.
Oh, you know he was saving this one for Rakim.
Knew
he had this. He's like, oh, 7 years gone by, I still got this New York beat.
New York City.
It's perfect.
New York, New York.
New
York.
He's like pitching it up and down.
Goddamn.
New York. New York City.
Long intro.
That's crazy.
What's funny is with all the pieces that are in the intro, now it'd be really easy to mix it into almost anything.
Right.
Whereas
So
back in the
much.
day, it would have been more of a pain in the ass to like grab a little bit and then jump to a spot.
Right.
Neighborhoods full of reps. Cities of projects where the young cadets get stripes from the vets and comrades.
You know, I think they were trying to capture an even bigger sound, but it's like the sample didn't lend itself to that.
Yeah.
But it's still like that's a premier snare, that's a premier kick, that's a premier loop, and the scratching on top of it. It's still like as New York as it gets. Like it's just the staple sound you remember from all those people.
We got Johnson, Jets, the Knicks, Yanks, and Mets.
How much New York can you talk about?
I think it's sometimes hard to do a track like this, whereas with representing New York in that way, there's so much there. How do you make the one thing that stands for it all? That's why I think everyone who's done it really well has like burrowed up, has like specifically talked about the Bronx or or Brooklyn or blah blah blah, like because you know, you have so many different vibes throughout the city that like it's hard to like make the anthem for New York.
Oh yeah, and you always got to try, right?
True.
Everybody's always tried. They always got one.
Ease your mind staring at skylines from rooftops, flip scripts for chips and new whips off the lot. Quick to call.
Should we check the last one out?
Yeah, let's do it.
do it.
All right, so we are going to go into the next track here. This one here. Let's go into track 3, side B. Let's flip it. Go ahead, Steez. This one is called The Saga Begins. Wow, it says Desert Eagle Discs You Scare Me remix. This is a 6-minute 26-second.
Dude, I didn't come here to be spooked.
And we're gonna listen to all 6 minutes.
You have to hear it all. No,
In the end.
in
this
forwards
one-
and backwards.
this one is a Pete Rock production.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. You've got a remix and additional production by Size Up for Bang Tank production or recordings. That's interesting.
Damn.
That's a really weird name. Let's see. Samples Eric B is president. So we're gonna go back into what it is that made Rakim, you know, to like get to this moment here. So yeah, we got another one for you from the letter R. This one is called. Say it again.
The Saga Begins.
Let's do it.
I'm interested in what we hear here.
Okay. I mean, that's a classic drum break right there.
But what is this whole remix? I am scared.
Build up. Yeah.
I said you scare me.
Spooky remix.
Guys, I'm spooked.
Scared the hell out of me.
The saga begins, set it off. Yo.
Okay.
Didn't see that coming. Oh, he's hitting him with that classic.
Dun, 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 dun.
Here we go.
This is a lot going on there.
Oh, it's showing you all his.
Okay. I see.
It's like all the collabs.
Yeah.
Ooh, bringing back the choir.
And we're in some like 007, right?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah. That is.
We're in some GoldenEye. Golden Gun?
The saga begins. My eyes is the photography lens. Properly pushed.
He got like 20 of his quotes in before it even started.
Tomorrow we win. If we follow the trends and keep counting the
Hold on.
dollars to spend. I want a mahogany pen. I want lottery in. I want proper friends. Plus my hobby is skins.
All right.
Sloppy and sin. Then my prophecy ends. But the God
Why is this hitting though?
Watching my odyssey spin in a place where war be.
No, it's a little too busy, like the intro. But when it locks in, it locks in.
I think you needed the intro for what's going to happen later. He's already introduced a couple key elements just in this part alone.
Yeah.
That like
It's so
good
true.
you had
Yeah,
it.
it's so true. Oof.
I'm in love with that choir. Yeah.
It's a good one. He rocks.
There's some great layers, man. Great layers. He used to do that so often too, is just scratch in more layers.
My never ending epic got the world spinning hectic. I quickly
Definitely reminds me of the like bigness of the like Notorious B.I.G. like Victory, that song that's with Diddy and Busta Rhymes, like the bigness of those production eras.
Now, like, how hard does his voice hit over drums though? And when he just did that acapella part a second ago, there's nobody you'd rather drop out on than Rakim, because the bass range is so high. It's like, well, this is carrying the rhythm. He's got all that in his voice. Jeez, bro. He never fails, bro. He never misses. Yeah, this is my shit. That was way better than I thought it would be. Holy.
Definitely a surprise bonus track there.
Yeah.
Cool. I was honestly surprised because whenever a title is that long and has that much nonsense in it, I'm like,
You Scare Me remix? I'm spooked.
why are we doing all this? Why are we got Desert Eagle
Don't spook me.
involved? Why does it say discs? Like, there's a lot going on here, but actually ended up being cooler than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, that's fire. What the hell?
I'm in the tank for Rakim again.
Bro.
An artist we've only got to see one time. I've never actually got to do a show with him.
But how lucky to see Rakim.
Absolutely, it was an incredible.
He doesn't pop out.
MC ass show. Yeah, you don't get to see him very often.
I remember my
Actually,
friends.
guys, look behind the curtain. No.
I remember friends jumping on my back during Peep the Technique and Don't Sweat the Technique, and like, it's insane. It's insane, the energy. Like, he was the oldest performer and the most hype set.
He was. I mean, yeah, just a god MC. That's just the original like MC's MC.
Yeah, everybody looks up to him, who is an old head.
Yeah. Him, Cool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane. Those are the people that you'll always hear reference, because these are the guys who were really innovative with multisyllabic flows that were, back in the old school era when it was so simple, and these
metaphors, flows
guys are adjusting that sound and pushing it forward to new levels and making like very inspired, interesting new sound.
Complete records too, like artistic idea records, not just like what it could be and is just maybe 5-6 minutes of rapping, acknowledging people in the party. It became so much bigger because you had people who were serious about packaging it as like a full album, the way a rock artist would.
And he's making songs for the B-boys. He's making songs for
the best ones ever.
Yeah, I mean,
the best ones ever.
The Ledges is maybe the greatest B-boy song that ever was.
Yep.
So I would say I'm, like I said, in the tank for Rakim. I'm holding this high up there. Let's talk about some bopability.
Yeah.
So Stay a While, bopability. This one's the R&B track. It's got an R&B hook on it. How you feeling for bopability?
Yeah, that one aged so well to me. I feel it was the cleanest of anything we heard on this. It also was, again, packaged so well that you could have it in a movie. You could you could even remix that hook today. And there's so much depth to like bar for bar his metaphors and the way he speaks about relationships, dating, anything like that. He is specifically clever at everything he's talking about. It's such a shift in tone of regular Rakim, and yeah, that's why I bought it. It's my shit. I love that song.
I feel like
it's the shit, bro.
He's tapping into something you don't get a lot from him or other artists like him. Especially from that era. So I do enjoy what it brings for that one. So I'd give it some mid to high bopability on its available connection to things like you talked about with the Tupac songs that have like a little bit more dance and
sparse, clubby era
to it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go to song 2, which was the New York track.
You out here.
This one, I feel like it's pretty low on the bopability. Not my favorite. The production doesn't hit in the same way that I want it to. I don't feel like it's very full, even though I love Premier. His drums are always going to hit. I feel like that sample is my favorite sample there.
Nope.
But, and also, like I said, it's just hard to do a song that's going to feel original and encompassing for something like a New York anthem.
Yeah, New York.
Like 'cause otherwise it just starts coming off corny because then you're just naming like, and then there's
And then there's this bureau.
yeah. So there's that. I then will go to the strange last track here. That had 12 million different names on it. Let's see, what was this one called for the last time? The Saga Begins, Desert Eagle Disc, You Scare Me remix.
Save your breath. It's too long.
Man,
That one was pretty good, though. I like the little golden eye kind of choir coming in and out of it. Again, the beginning, I'd say, sounded a little bit like a cheerleader mix. But
100%.
when it dropped in, and like I said, when he was locked in over those big drums and like the golden eye-ish choir, bro, I can't compare him to anybody else. Like I said, he's the best. I think he probably is notably just the greatest rapper ever.
Him and Slick Rick in particular are guys who will shamelessly use some of their old content, like lines that are just classics, and throw them throughout things. And God, that's still
and you got away with it. You did it again.
You did it again.
Well, I mean, Lil Jon had what, yeah, and okay.
And every song you remembered them.
But it's interesting for him to use, like, to have Pete Rock taking some of those vocal samples, the pump up the volumes and the peep the technique or whatever it is that he's throwing in there, literal like chunks of his old voice, like,
and samples.
Like I always talk about, you're connecting to a history, connecting to that past, and putting it into the future. So I can understand why Rakim is taking this, like, well, I am the past and the future. Yep. So I appreciate the look that he's giving here. It's just a fun record. I'm happy to be playing some of this old school shit.
Yes, sir.
Making sure that there's passing that same history on to anybody else who wants to connect with it. So thank you guys for joining us here today. And thank you once again to our producer, Jimmy, from Jimmy's Jambox.
Yeah.
One of the favorite podcasts you could find that'll introduce you to new artists here in the Pacific Northwest, Portland, Vancouver, and beyond. Truly, like, connecting with hundreds of local artists. You could really go
400.
over
That's right.
400. All right, guys. Good.
So check out that YouTube channel.
So yeah, check out his YouTube. Go give him a subscribe. And while you're at it, subscribe to us, you junks. You
Junks?
You bugs. You shrimps is bugs.
What did he say?
So I appreciate you guys tapping in with us again. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, tell your mom, tell your friends, and your prettiest friends. Tell your prettiest friends to check us out. I guess your mediumest friends can hang out too.
They're okay.
We really appreciate you spending time with us here on Crate Diggers. We'll be back with the next episode. We don't even have a record picked. We don't even know what it's going to be. I'm just going to say right now, it's going to be TQ West Side. We're going to go West Side on them. We're going to go to this track that, is he a one-hit wonder? Was that one of the best tracks of that
We'll
era?
see.
Why was there a personalized version for all these different cities? There's a Portland version out there. We'll see if we can find the Portland version and throw it into the mix after this one. So yeah, TQ West Side on the next one. This is Crate Diggers. My name is Verbz, and we're here with Steez. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Crate Diggers.